Hey, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Happy. Why can't I keep track of the days? It's a downfall of mine. Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Sorry. Oh, time zones and days. It's my downfall. Okay, so I'm so happy to have you here. I am like sweating. My air conditioner went out in my house. I don't know how I manifested that. Apparently, I am supposed to come in contact with whoever fixes my air conditioner. So they must be an amazing person. It's going to be a great experience. They'll be here in an hour or so to fix it. Thank heavens. So if you notice I'm sweating, that's why, okay? The struggle is real. Okay, so I am going to invite on Emily Laugle. She is a friend of mine that was introduced to me to a very close friend of mine. I'm going to go ahead and add her right now. Then I'll give her a little bit of an introduction. She's going to give us some awesome tools to help us raise our vibration. Okay, hold on just a second. Here we go. Approve as adding. Hey, Carol. Hey, Jeremy. All right, it's trying. Connecting. Emily!
Hello.
Hello. How
How
are
are
you?
you
I'm good. How are
today?
you?
I'm doing really good. Thank you.
Ooh, I'm hot. I was just telling everyone my AC went out.
Oh, no, that's not the right day for that.
No, it is very, very hot. So I am like, I might be visibly sweating. I don't know. They're supposed to be here soon. So it's going to be all right.
Help is on the way.
That's right. Help is on the way. Okay, so welcome. I so
Thanks.
appreciate your time and your information
Yes.
and your knowledge sharing with us.
Thank you. I've been enjoying all of your stuff you've been sharing as well
Oh,
on
thank you so
on
much.
Facebook.
I am
Yeah.
so glad that you've been enjoying it. So we are right now doing this um, journey to really raise our vibration, just in general, not focusing on anything specific, but just in general, finding some tools to help us raise our vibration, because we know that as we raise our vibration and experience these higher level emotions, then we allow more abundance in our lives in every single way.
Oh, yes, for sure.
Yes. And so I thought you would be a perfect person to come on because I want to learn about you, first of all, and then about your massage therapy journey, and then also your amazing certification, which
Yeah.
we'll talk about that later. And I'll definitely have to look at look at my notes here so I can even get all of that out. So
Thanks.
will you first just kind of tell us about yourself and your practice and in what ways your energy work and your massage therapy helps us energetically to raise our vibration and just for our overall health?
Yeah, thank you. So I started my massage therapy journey. It was like a light bulb went off for me back in 2010 that I was getting a massage myself and I knew it just had to feel different. Fast forward now to 2020. Reflecting back, I remember working on my sisters growing up. I have four sisters, and I remember working on them, and I remember that I could feel in my body where it was I needed to work on them. So that kind of has all surfaced itself throughout my massage career and getting into massage, and then also the type of healthcare that I was brought up with is the bioenergetic synchronization technique. So I've been receiving this form of healthcare treatment since I was 4 years old.
Oh,
So
wow.
since about like 1987, not to give my age away, but um, but yeah, this was our main form of healthcare growing up, and just coming from the idea that our bodies do heal themselves and learning to be in tune and be in touch. And if we allow the space and the time for our bodies to do its magnificent healing that it's capable of doing, then providing the time and space for that. And so that's kind of a little bit of a background of why I got into the work I wanted to do, just to be able to share that with others and help support others in their life journey and teaching them the same as well.
Awesome. So when you take a client in for a massage, do you do both energy work and the massage therapy each time?
Yes. So even in my massage school, I was taught energy work as well. So naturally, energy is going to happen. So the
Right.
video you shared yesterday, just about the whole hand rub and feeling the energy, like we are made of energy. We're always working with energy, whether I verbalize it or not. But when the best technique comes in, I do have a separate service for that where it's called the Be Awakened, where they'll receive a best treatment and the massage work. So I'm still getting the word out to teach people about that. But typically, a first time client comes in for the massage work. And then from there, depending on what a client's goals are and what they're wanting to achieve, we might introduce that as well. And there's some people who are completely not interested in that type of work. And it's a very non-forceful technique. It's a lot like acupressure and holding points. And so it's nothing crazy and uncomfortable. But most times people come in for a general therapeutic massage session, and depending, I have a whole full spectrum of people who have no idea about energy, not really interested, people who are like interested, and the other people who are like really interested and they want all of that type of work and they really get it. So I kind of have a full spectrum that I work with, and I just meet the clients where they are and what they're wanting and showing up to serve them.
Awesome. So your certification in bioenergetics synchronization, you're a practitioner.
Yes.
So I looked at one of your interviews on your page, and I did tag you in
Uh-huh.
this. So if you guys want to check out Emily's page,
Okay.
check it out. And she's got a YouTube channel we'll tell you about too. But I was looking at one of your interviews, and was that your sister? Does your
Yes.
So this
Uh-huh.
is like a family thing.
So she's a doctor of chiropractic as well. So she
Cool.
went into chiropractic training, and then this is the technique that she utilizes in her chiropractic practice
That's awesome.
as well. Yeah.
Okay, so looking at that interview, I saw that you had a chart. And the chart showed, I have a lot of Abraham Hicks followers. So we
Ooh,
talk a lot
yes.
about the wobble. Okay, so like
Yes.
the attempt to keep that steady vibration, be very consistent and intentional about your thoughts, feelings, and emotions. And I was really intrigued by that chart that you held up that shows, the energetic pattern and the wobble, and then the other reflection of it where it's nice. It's a nice steady pattern. Um, you have it? Oh,
I
I
sure
love it. Awesome. So I
do.
would really like to know a little bit more about that. I think that my viewers would be very interested in that, and some techniques and tips for really being intentional about keeping that steady vibration and catching it early, getting out ahead of it, right?
Right. And there's sometimes where we might miss it. And we're continuing on our journey, the path of life here on earth. We're continuing to learn and grow. We're going to continue to have experiences that we'll just simply say in terms that are going to test us to see how in tune and in alignment with ourselves that we are. And there are some circumstances or situations that do take us to our knees, but also maintaining that internal stability, knowing that I'm okay, that there's times when, our little candle light, we'll call it like our solar plexus, our wisdom center. Sometimes that light shines brighter than other times, we'll say, but also knowing that that light is always there. And finding the truth of who you are, staying in the alignment for that, being okay with saying yes, being okay with saying no. And when you're saying no to someone, sometimes we feel bad about it, but what we're doing is you're saying yes to yourself,
Right.
and yes to your truth and to your alignment, and knowing what serves you and what doesn't serve you. So we have, ideally, this is what our system looks like. We have our basic chakra system here, and then we have this toric field, this energy field that's always around us. You can feel it. Just like if you're walking in the woods and all of a sudden you duck, but you have no idea why you ducked. There was a branch. Your body naturally tells you that. We have our physical body, and then we have our energetic body. There's this field you can naturally feel around you, and it keeps going and going and going. And here I'll show you this one too as well. You can see we have this energy field. We have our physical body, mental, etheric, and all of that, and it just goes out and out. And we can get so good in the practice to where we can feel the far out here as well. So a wobble happens. Lost my job. Got a divorce. Husband had an affair. Best friend died. Mother died. Family member died. Those are all, got in a car accident. Those are all situations that will test and challenge us to see how tethered we are in. And we can get good at being in the pattern of, we'll say, victimization and self-sabotaging ourselves. Oh, I'm not good enough, or I'm never going to be good at this. And I mean, that's right. I mean, you are what you think about. If you continue to tell yourself that, the more we get off and the more into victimhood that we become. And there are tools and techniques, as you're saying, listening like to Abraham Hicks. I mean, you can have the life you desire like in an instant. And our brains have become so convoluted with a completely different way of thinking, especially with our society and all the judgments that we feel like we get formed into. And if you look at animals, they're very instinctual. Children are very instinctual. And I know I've worked with my son a lot, and he's very in tune. And if you are a parent that works with your children, encouraging that, because up until like age 8, I think then they start to transform into their identity more. And if that part of their system is not supported, they're going to push it down and not trust their gut instincts. And that is our true wisdom center, because we get told no, we get reprimanded. And then as we get older, like, oh yeah, don't do that. Because I remember last time I did that, I got,
Right.
smacked on my hand, told not to do it. And those are circumstances that can continue to knock down part of our truth, who we are. So now we are, as adults, trying to
Get it back.
find those areas, not find them, but connect with those areas where we have those, we'll call them gaps in our system. You can
Okay.
either call them gunk or call them gaps. Gaps just mean the circuitry got knocked off board. So with the bioenergetics, we are working with the circuitry of the system to connect those dots. So working like with the root emotion that got stuck in the system somewhere that knocked you off your circuitry. Does that help?
Yes. So when you do that process with this particular energy work, is the patient or the client laying down? Do you do it lying
Yes.
down? Okay.
Yes.
And are there certain points that you go to?
Yep. So it's just like they're lying on the table. They'll either be prone or supine, so face up or face down, and it's all done like if you're familiar with kinesiology.
Mm-hmm.
So doing muscle testing
Okay.
and asking the body certain things, and then we have a chart of certain emotions that we go through, and it leads us to the type of treatment we're needing to do, and then there are certain words that will come up, and also we'll have them have their eyes in a certain position, because that also kind of works with the brain and the circuitry as well.
Mm-hmm.
And a form of breath work, whether they're holding their breath on the inhale, holding their breath on the exhale, doing like a 4-count conscious breath, or other types of advanced breath work as well.
Oh, that's awesome. So I'll share a quick story about my daughter, Sophia. She was born with a hole in her diaphragm. So she was really sick. She was in the NICU for 2 months.
Oh,
And
wow.
when she got out of the hospital, she had asthma. She was allergic to everything. She had severe reflux. And I knew intuitively, I had a history as a massage therapist and esthetician as well. And I knew intuitively that there was something more, and
Yeah.
that I could not continue to just medicate her, that I needed something else outside of Western medicine. You know, they both, Eastern, Western medicine, holistic health is so important. And
Yes.
so I reached out. And what you're saying to me with regards to energy work, you know, I believe that energy work really, in essence, is all the same. There are just different modalities represented by different people who
It's just like
hook
a
what they
different
do.
language. It's like a
Exactly.
different language or a different religion, but we're all leading to the same end result. Just maybe
The
using,
same.
yep.
Yeah, that's a perfect explanation. Different language. So I took her to a holistic practitioner, and she had NAET allergy release. Nuremberg, I don't know, NAET. If you
Yeah.
search that, you can find it.
Yeah.
But it also combines the kinesiology. So
Mm-hmm.
they do muscle testing, and it's a certain set of points that are used
Mm-hmm.
to release. And now she is 100% healthy. Like, she has
Amazing.
no allergies, no asthma, no reflux, absolutely nothing. She has a physical scar, and that is the only way that you know that she had anything congenital at birth.
That's
Um,
amazing.
so I have one more question for you. And
Yeah.
then I want you to share with us how we can check you out on YouTube. We'll look at your Facebook page. And then if anybody wants a massage, we'll send them to you and get
Yeah.
some energy work. So Emily's local. She's close to me. So we live close
Oh,
together.
nice.
Yeah. So do you meditate?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. So
Yes.
I am just such a huge, huge advocate of meditation. And it really is something that when I was younger, I would kind of dabble in. But I
Right.
was never consistent and never very intentional about my practice. And it's something that I really, really encourage on my page. I post a meditation every day. And I wanted to share a synchronicity with you and see if you had any synchronicities, because it is just one of the funnest signs from the divine God, the universe, that we are on the right path.
Mm-hmm.
And I have been very intensely meditating over the past couple of weeks. I'm talking at least a couple times a day for at least 15 minutes at a time. And I find the more that I do these little short segments, the like longer I want to do it. So I bumped it up to like a half-hour meditation a couple times a day. And the synchronicity is just crazy. And
Yahoo!
it's birds. Birds love me because I love
Yes.
them. But I am just amazed after and the more I do it, the longer that each day that passes, the more intentional I am about my practice, the closer experiences and the more frequent experiences I'm having with birds.
Oh,
And
wow.
like, I will meditate and I will go to the door or look out the window, and boom, there's a bird. And it's
Yep.
usually like a blue jay or a cardinal. So very
Mm-hmm.
colorful birds. And then lots of double digits, saying lots of double digits.
Yep.
But I would just wanted to know, just so we can connect with you on a even more personal level, any personal experiences that you have felt with the synchronicity and meditation and just paying attention and being intentional about your vibration.
Yes, all that stuff. I know to some people it can sound pretty out there, but it is the more in tune that we get with ourselves, the more connected we feel to the universe and different things that get brought into our path. I mean, there is a meaning behind everything. And, the different birds have a meaning, why those birds are being drawn to you, or different life situations that happen. And by continuing to do that practice, you continue to get better at listening to your gut wisdom, and you're just guided so much more easily through life. And life is actually easy and meant to be easy, yet we make it hard, and it really doesn't have to be hard. And I mean, I have so many like stories. Just I know when I'm not diligent in my daily practice, life is hard. Like, why isn't this working?
Right.
And
It's like you're
because
pushing struggle.
yeah, I'm pushing the river versus flowing with the river,
Right.
and also surrendering and knowing that there's a greater good happening for me versus feeling like I have to control it with my mind. And but that's been my biggest like experience when I'm in my daily practice, just the ease and flow that my life is. And when life isn't flowing and being easy, then I know that I'm not practicing, I'm not lined up. And
Right.
the tools of meditation, and some people like enjoy doing yoga and exercise, getting your body moving in some way to connect with yourself, getting the flow going. Those are all good,
Great
simple
tools.
ways to get connected. And there's also some other exercise techniques that I like to do. It's very simple. It's called the mortar march. And I know I have a video out there on it, but it's comparable to the importance of when we're babies that we crawl, to create that cross crawl
Oh,
connection in our nervous system.
okay. And it's
And
called the
it's
Mortar March?
the mortar march,
Okay.
yes. And I can find my video I made on that, and I can share that with you, and you're welcome to post that on
Okay.
your page and share that with others. But it's just less than 5 minutes each morning or each evening, and something you can do as often as you want throughout the day, where you're standing or sitting depending on your physical capability, and one opposite arm, opposite leg, and holding that, and eyes and breath in a direction, and then switching, doing the other side. And you can set an intention for the day. There's so many different creative things that you can do with it, or if you're wanting to clear something, or have a word to focus on that you're wanting to help resonate in your body. So
Awesome. Yeah,
yeah,
definitely share that. I would love to
I
see it and share it
will.
with everyone. Awesome.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for your time. You are a beautiful
Yes.
soul. I can just feel it coming from you.
So are
So
you.
thank you so much. So you own Indy North
Indy North.
Massage Therapy,
Uh-huh.
right? Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So I'll drop your contact information. If anybody wants a massage or some energy work, Emily's your lady.
Yeah.
Okay. And you have a YouTube channel, right?
Yep. And it's just under my name, Emily Laugle.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so, so much for your time and your wisdom. I so appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing what else you've got going in the future. And I can't wait to check out your YouTube page. Have a
Yes.
wonderful rest of your day. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Monica.
Bye, Emily.
All right. Bye.
Bye, guys. I'll catch you later. I'll be back on live later on this evening. We'll do some breath work. Bye.